Why do you think parents have accepted the status quo of children using adult technologies like smartphones and social media?
Crazy, right? We would never think that is okay with alcohol or smoking or anything, but somehow we think
Yeah.
it's okay with technology. I think if I could sum it up, it's fear. And then it's, of course,
Yeah.
believing all the myths, right? So there's a lot of misinformation and all that. But deep down, there's this fear, I think, that parents have that their kids are going to miss out on something,
Yeah.
or they're not going to be as smart as the next kid, or they're going to binge, right? And go crazy if I don't give them all this stuff. And it's really based on a lot of not only just misinformation, because it's not really misinformation, it's just zero information, you
Yeah.
know. And I know this very well. I was that mom. I didn't understand it. And I was a nurse and I went to Emory. I had all these degrees. I'm like, what the heck? I had no idea the the problems that technology was going to cause, not to me necessarily, but to an underdeveloped brain and, to the teenage brain. Parents believe that their kids are never going to fall into whatever the screen trap is. They think their kids are really so smart that, surely they'll never do. They'll get mixed up on something on social media or on a video game. But what they don't understand is that intelligence has nothing to do with maturity. The other thing that I think is really fascinating on this question that you asked, such a great question about the status quo, is that we think that we can moderate this or balance it somehow. And it's very exhausting. And it really takes a lot of energy out of parents to do this. And I'm sure in a
Yeah.
perfect world, there's a way to do all the things that you have to do. I completely failed, did all those things. I tried to learn them over and over. It didn't really work. But I think that this idea of round peg in square hole, like, we're trying to moderate something that is extremely difficult to moderate to begin with. And then we're trying to balance something that's highly addictive.